Daniel, before we even define overthinking, I want to ask something personal. Why does thinking feel useful at first, but slowly turn into something exhausting?
Because the mind is designed to solve problems, not to live inside them. At first, thinking gives a sense of control. You feel prepared, alert, responsible. But when the problem has no clear solution, the mind keeps working anyway. That's when thinking turns into overthinking. The brain confuses activity with progress.
So, overthinking is not about intelligence.
Not at all. In fact, overthinking is more common in intelligent, sensitive, and responsible people. These are individuals who care deeply about outcomes. They imagine consequences before acting. The issue is not thinking too much, it's thinking without resolution. The mind keeps looping because it doesn't know when to stop.
People often say, if I think enough, I'll avoid mistakes. Why does that belief feel so strong?
Because mistakes are emotionally painful. The brain learns early that mistakes lead to shame, loss, or regret. So it develops a strategy: think more, plan more, predict more. Unfortunately, life doesn't reward excessive thinking. It rewards timely action. Overthinking is the mind's attempt to escape emotional discomfort.
Is that why decision making becomes so difficult?
Exactly. Decision paralysis happens when the mind wants certainty before movement, but certainty rarely exists, so the mind delays, rechecks, compares, doubts. Each loop drains energy. Eventually, even simple choices feel heavy.
Why does this seem especially common in people who appear successful from the outside?
Because success increases responsibility. With more responsibility comes fear of loss. People feel they have more to protect: reputation, stability, identity. So the mind stays alert. Overthinking becomes a background noise in daily life. It's silent but constant.
Many listeners say their mind never truly rests. Even when nothing is wrong, thoughts keep coming. Why?
Because the nervous system has learned to stay activated. Rest feels unfamiliar. Stillness feels unsafe. The mind believes that if it relaxes, something will be missed. This is not a personal failure, it's conditioning.
Does culture play a role in this conditioning?
Very much. In achievement-oriented societies, thinking is rewarded. Planning, analyzing, optimizing, these are praised traits. But emotional processing is rarely taught. People learn how to think, but not how to stop thinking. Over time, mental overload feels normal.
How does age or life experience change overthinking?
With time, people learn something important. Most decisions are not final. Most mistakes are survivable. This understanding softens the mind. Younger people overthink because life feels fragile. Older minds overthink less because they've seen recovery.
What does overthinking do to the body?
It keeps the body in a mild stress response. Heart rate stays elevated, sleep becomes lighter, muscles hold tension. People feel tired without physical work. This is mental fatigue, and it's very real.
People often blame themselves for not being strong enough. Is that fair?
No, overthinking is not weakness. It's a protective mechanism that has gone too far. The mind is trying to help, just using the wrong strategy. Shaming yourself only deepens the loop.
So, how does someone begin to step out of overthinking?
First, by changing their relationship with thought. Not every thought deserves engagement. Thoughts are events, not commands. When you observe instead of obey, the loop weakens.
That sounds simple, but not easy.
Exactly. That's why writing thoughts down helps. It moves the loop out of the mind and onto paper. The brain relaxes when it no longer has to hold everything.
What about decision making?
Limit options. Too many choices confuse the brain. Fewer options create clarity. And accept this truth: no decision is risk-free. Peace comes from accepting uncertainty, not defeating it.
So, clarity comes from letting go of control.
Yes, control creates tension. Understanding creates balance. When people stop fighting their thoughts, the mind naturally quiets.
If someone listening feels stuck in their head right now, what would you say to them?
Nothing is wrong with you. Your mind is doing what it learned to do. Awareness is the beginning of change. You don't need to think less. You need to trust yourself more.